Ladies and gentlemen, wow, it has been a wild, crazy, and dangerous month, and very asteroidy as well. But so far, we have survived, and we only have like 2 days left to go. And the 40-day Venus retrograde period is officially over. It ended this morning, though Mercury is still retrograde. And thanks to Asteroid Fight Club, I exceeded my January monthly fundraiser goal by $801 because you guys are awesome and incredible. Thank you again to Karen, Jesus Loves Gays on Facebook, Lanier, Rob, Catherine, and everybody in Asteroid Fight Club. You guys are incredible. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What a weird month. I was going to go live to celebrate with y'all at midnight, but I am so tired. And I think part of me is a little gun shy to drink a beer or two and go live. I haven't drank any beer, and I'm not going to tonight. Because, I got suspended for a week, and I'm just tired, and I don't want to say anything dumb. And I don't want to get suspended again. Mercury's still retrograde till the 4th. And so we've been covering the storm. It has been a big blizzard. It is now moving out of the northeast. And so we are moving on to the next big storm. And that looks like a doozy, dude, ma'am, y'all. This is the storm that'll be starting to hit on Thursday. And it would bring snow, ice, sleet, too much rain to this entire Texarkana, Oklahoma area. And that big sunset we've been watching had an M-class flare. I'm so tired. And I think it's just because all the stress in my body. I had a lot of stress and it just released. So that is so cool. Thank you again. Thank y'all again. Oh, yeah. In Texas, over the next 48 hours, we might be getting heavy rain that moves through the west to the east, down to the south. And we could be getting some heavy rain. Pacific Northwest, you guys are getting a few little storms and some rain. And then this will be the area where they're watching for that big storm. Tucky. Well, the 3 to 7 day outlook has a little bit of everything. You got high winds, heavy rain, much below average temperatures, heavy precipitation, heavy snow. And so, yeah, let me show you. What a wild and crazy month. I know I'm repeating myself. Okay, so we're tracking in on the end of February here. Looks like we could get 3 to 4 storms over the next 16 days. It is about to reset, maybe 5, depending on how you're counting storms. Okay, here we go to the reset. Now, there's the rain I was talking about. We get some clippers moving through. Look at this big storm, man. Look at that thing. Boom. That would be a nasty, 1,000-mile ice sheet. Lots of snow. Then you get a storm after that. And then you get a storm right after that. And then guess what? You get another storm right after that. And do you think you're done? No, here comes the next storm right on down. And so, yeah, dude, this is going to be a huge storm, and it's supposed to get really, really, really cold, like freezing. All right, so this is February 3rd, which is the Thursday. And so you got just snow up in Canada, down into Texas, moving over New Mexico, Colorado, Nebraska. That's in Kansas already. So that's a big deal. We move it 6 hours forward, and look, the entire state of Texas, almost, 90% of it, 95%, is covered in either snow, sleet, ice, rain, or heavy rain. And then everybody from Arkansas, Missouri, Kentucky, Alabama, Mississippi. Did I leave out any? And we move it 6 more hours forward, and our storm moves east, but look how it still moves up here. This would be a pretty good snow band. Look at that nasty chunk, man. That is a nasty chunk. We move ahead 6 more hours, and we are into Friday. And look at that huge chunk of floody rain is still moving down. The ice line is still long and wide, and you still got a lot of snow banding over these areas. 6 hours ahead of time, that big one chunk is still there. What does it want? And then you still got your ice and your snow. Then we move 6 more hours ahead. You still got your ice band, your snow band, your rain band, although the big chunk has finally gone away. Yay. And then 6 more hours ahead, it starts to move out finally. And then on the 8th, you would have possibly your next nor'easter. Now, a lot can change and a lot possibly will change. Remember, I'm not sure how much of this stuff is going to melt over the next 10 days. We'll have to look into that. Bam! Look at that. It almost looks like a bird flying out of it. Did you see that? I'm so grateful for y'all. Y'all are just so incredibly cool. Look at that. See, it looks like a bird. And when I got suspended for a week, Bank of America loaned me $500. So, I don't know. I'm just so grateful that it somehow all worked out in the end. Oh, man. And I'm going to do my best to kick ass for y'all during February. Look at that. That is the M Class 1 flare. Is it geo-effective? Maybe. We will know more in the future. But wow, that is so cool. Our sun is definitely waking up. Without a doubt. Have I mentioned I may sleep in tomorrow? Holy solar flux. 125. 5 sunspots and possibly one more spinning around on the edge. And we might not be done with this bad boy yet. You know what I'm saying? Okay, great. What? Well, you guys have heard me act the fool before. Am I right? Okay, I know it's a couple days away, but it still seems pretty legit. Meteorologist Brian James. Here's an example of one of the major details that will go into the potential for wintry weather in DFW and North Texas. The GFS has the cold front northwest of DFW Wednesday a.m. Latest NAM has the front already through DFW. That makes a huge difference. So stay tuned, DFW. So here's the GFS, 6 a.m. on Wednesday. And there's the North American model, 6 a.m. on Wednesday. See the difference? Big difference. And I think that's going to determine the precipitation, who gets what where. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, Jasmine is saying every single day we get closer to images from JWST, so that is exciting. And I can hear a helicopter circling around my apartment again. They're like the shootings in Houston and I guess all over. And for like the police's job, it's just been so hard, man. Everybody, please chill out, stay cool, try to channel positive energy. It's all been stressful for all of us. You know what I'm saying? Connor, confidence is increasing regarding the potential for impactful winter weather. That is so true. And you got different examples of possible things, but prepare for big storm coming for a lot more people than just the Northeast coast. That looks R-rated, but it's not. But this is Bob almost shedding a tear, and he's just posting it for fun. It is not a solution. All we need more days is solutions. But this would be accumulated snowfall through that stormy, at least through the fourth of it. So this, like I said, that one snow corridor, if that just lays over there, it could be big problems, bro. And Dave said I should give a shout out to Canadians. I was like, well, okay, shout out Canadians, and shout out Mexicans, and shout out Central Americans, and shout out South Americans. I'm proud of all the Americas, and I'm proud of Earth. Looks like we'll be doing Clash of the Titans again. So the GFS is like, oh my gosh, you could be getting 30 inches of snow in Fort Wayne and over 2 feet in Springfield and all the way up through this corridor. And the Euro's like, yeah, not as much, but still a lot. Hey, Texas, let's not sleep on the possibility over the next 48 hours. Oakhurst weather's like model guidance is showing an uptick in severe weather and snow probabilities over the next few days. First, a system tomorrow night might bring tornadoes to Houston area again, before a bigger system on 2-3 will likely mean big snow and tornado potential. Uh-oh. Tornadoes. Wow. This is Peter Lavasco's cousin's house as he blew through and dropped a whole lot of snow. But yeah, our big Bombo dropped to 969. Okay. I'm an adult and we had nearly 100 mile per hour winds at Turco Beach, Massachusetts. And then you had 81 at Yarmouth and 75 at New Hampshire and Rhode Island, 72. But yeah, we'll be playing this weird game again for the next 5 days or so. The Taal volcano in the Philippines had a series of phreatomagnetic bursts, a series. They were observed yesterday. Weather in Rhode Island and Vatican, hey, is it too soon to start talking about Friday? Heck no, buddy. I mean, for Texas, it's Wednesday, Thursday, but nope. Y'all have my permission. TC alert, today's blizzard in parts of New England reminded me of the powerful cyclone that dropped a massive swath of heavy snow from D.C. to New York City in 2016. I wasn't aware of any satellite loops showing its life cycle, so I put together this gift. Oh, this is the 2016 storm. So just kind of pretend that that's kind of sort of what we had today. Talk about beach erosion. That was the house a couple years ago. This was the house before the storm. Wonder what it looks like now. We'll know later, I guess. Or maybe that was today. Brought to us by E-Weather. But how come there's no snow? Where'd the snow go, bro? Yo, okay. Yeah, y'all calm down. Let's ditch negativity, shall we? Industrial engineer Ari Kyorres bringing the goods with the pop. Oh, it's just the first frames of it. Looks like a bird. Hey, check this out. Playing in the Shadows, the view of the final Friday, January 2022 in Chicago by Barry Butler Photography. Beautiful. Oh, yeah, hey, and let's try and avoid World War III, shall we? Like the last line in Don't Look Up, he says, we had it all, didn't we? And yeah, we have it all. So let's try and figure out how to work together. I, too, am not that worried about North Korean missiles, evergreen intel. I hope everybody survived the storm, including Floridians. It got cold, and I think tomorrow's still going to be pretty dang cold in Florida. Yes, these warnings here suggest as much. And this storm isn't over, and a lot of people are without power. So I hope everybody has a good night. This turned out to be the 7th biggest snowstorm of all time in Boston recorded history. They were guessing it could be second. Oh, yeah, and Tom Brady didn't retire. So, okay. All right, and we will continue to watch this bad boy. Yeah, so have I mentioned that I am so grateful to God, Jesus Christ, and y'all, Astrology Fight Club. You guys are pretty dang amazing and just have been so consistently good to me. Wow. I'm grateful that Sagittarius is out of the south node of the moon after that year and a half. And Saturn and Jupiter no longer together. Remember, I've been saying it probably won't feel like Jupiter and Pisces until the 4th or 5th of February. But then we have that Pluto return of the United States, which is like our Plutonian 1-year anniversary of the birth of America. So you'll see, America kind of in schism and our whole money system. Pluto has a lot to do with money because, it's like all the hidden treasure underground that the dragons protect and shit. And so you see the big thing going on with fiat currencies and cryptocurrencies and rich and poor and trillionaires and billionaires and millionaires. So we definitely live in the most interesting times. So I would recommend staying cool, man. Nobody knows how much longer we will be on this planet. Should definitely try to make the best of it. And now it looks like, I'll make it through February, hopefully. And so we will be, the next month is going to be March after February, although there's Valentine's Day. And so spring, hopefully by the end of spring, things will have improved on the one thing that I don't really like to talk about anymore because I don't want to get suspended again. That was lame. But that happened right in the middle of Venus retrograde. So I wasn't totally shocked. I was expecting everything to go ass backwards, sideways, haywire. And it did. But it all worked out. And I'm just so grateful and happy. You're probably tired of hearing me say that. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. So, oh my gosh, thank y'all again so much. Times a million. I just can't express my gratitude. Well, I guess I can. I'm trying to, and I will all next month too by, doing the best I can. Thank you again to Karen. Thank you again to Jesus Love Gays on Facebook. I imagine he loves them everywhere. Thank you again to Lanier. Thank you again to Rob. Thank you again to Catherine. Thank you again to Codename Smos and Stews. Thank you again to Justin. Thank you again to Bruce. Thank you again to Brady. Thank you again to Barbara. Thank you again to Greg. Thank you again to Christopher. Thank you again to Colleen. Thank you again to Michelle. Thank you again to the Texas Angel. Thank you again to Jania. Thank you again to Wizard of Oz. Thank you again to Andrea. Thank you again to the Hoon Dragon. Thank you again to Darlene. Thank you again to Henry. Thank you again to Alexis. Thank you again to Patricia. Thank you again to Max. Thank you again to Lauren. Thank you again to Richard. Thank you again to Glenda. Thank you again to Arnica. Thank you again to Lightsoul. Thank you again to Dan. Thank you again to Marlita. Thank you again to Brian. Thank you again to Ann. Thank you again to KJ. Thank you again to Change. Thank you again to Nate. Thank you again to Susan. Thank you again to Lance. Thank you again to Nancy. Thank you again to Zachar. Thank you again to Mars Fool's Gold. And thank you again to Travis. You guys are spectacular. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. God bless everyone. Stay cool. Have a great Sunday. And let's close out the month strong. Peace out.